On guys, this is going to be part 2 of our how to play Gods Unchained videos. We're going to go over 3 different things today. We're going to go over 1, the God powers, and kind of break those down a little bit better. And then we're going to go over the different kinds of cards. And then after that, we're going to take that little bottom right section of the screen and kind of break it down a little bit farther, like how mana works, how favor works, what are bags of tricks. You know, that whole little bottom right section of the screen there. So those are going to be the 3 things that we're going to cover today. Let's jump right into it. Alright, in the previous video we said when you choose your god, it determines 2 main things. The god powers you can pick from, and what cards you can put in your deck. We're going to go over the god powers first. The god powers is going to be kind of the first bit of style that your god that you choose gets to play on your deck. These are abilities that you can take into the game that are unique for the individual gods that you can use on a per turn basis if you would like. You don't actually have to have a physical card to do these. Alright, so Deception, you're going to be kind of sneaky, you're going to be a little tricky. You're going to either draw 2 cards and then shuffle 2 cards into your deck, deal 1 damage to a creature and then give it hidden until the end of the next turn, or add a random 1 mana card from your opponent's domain to your hand. And then you have Nature. Nature is going to be heal 1 of your creatures for 1, summon a 1/2 Badger with Confused, or deal 1 damage to a random enemy creature and heal your god for 1. And then you have Death. Death is draw a card and take 2 damage, destroy a creature with 1 health and heal for 1, or deal 1 damage to both gods. Or you're going to have Light. Light is summon a 2/2 Acolyte, give -1 strength to an enemy creature, or heal 1 of your characters for 2. On the bottom left, we have War. Is either going to be deal 2 damage to your opponent's god, give +1 strength and deal 1 damage to 1 of your characters, or summon a 1/1 Raider. And last but not least, we have Magic. 4C, that says 1. I believe now it's actually 4C 2. I want to say they just changed that. Deal 1 damage or add a random 1 magic spell to your hand. Add a random 1 magic spell to your hand. Alright, now that very bottom right hand side of your board is super important as well. So there's 3 things that happen down there. You have Favor, you have your Bag of Tricks, and you have Mana. Now, we'll jump into mana first because mana is, as simple as it is what it takes to play any card in the game. So you start the game off with 1 mana. On the top left-hand side of your cards, it's going to tell you how much mana it was required to play the card. So you start with 1 mana on turn 1. Every turn up until turn 5, so your first 5 mana, you'll get 1 per turn. As you can see on the picture here, at 6 and 7, it actually splits in half. So 6 and 7 take 2 turns. Turn number 8 takes 3 turns, and number 9 takes 4 turns. Just to the left of the mana, you can see these triangles. These triangles here are what they call Bag of Tricks. If you go first, you get 1 Bag of Tricks. If you go second, you get 3 Bag of Tricks. But what the Bag of Tricks does is unlocks a mana lock for the turn and refreshes 1 mana. So it pretty much gives you 1 extra mana for that turn. So say if you use a Bag of Tricks on turn 1, you'll actually get to use 2 mana, but then when turn 2 comes around, you actually have 2 mana again. It won't go to 3. So it allows you to increase your mana lock by 1 just for a single turn. Now Favor is right next to these triangles. Everybody starts off with 0 favor when the match begins. Favor is what you use to purchase cards out of the Sanctum. You get favor by completing what they call favor actions, and depending on what turn it is, you give different amounts. So the main thing that they have for favor actions is going to be, let's say you attack an opponent's god, or if you destroy an enemy creature. 2 of those are the 2 things that you can get favor from, is attacking gods and destroying creatures. If you get, on your first turn, you get 1 favor. On your second turn, you get 2 favor, and from then on out it goes up to 3. Then we get into the card types. There are 3 different card types. There are relics, creatures, and spells. So relics are going to be like your weapons. Well, you can't say weapons because there's necklaces and stuff as well. So let's say relics are items that your gods can wield. Like your god will hold on to these items and have the ability to use them. Now, creatures are going to be things that have a physical representation. You know, they have a strength, they have a health, you play them, they sit out on the board. And then you have spells. Spells are going to be, spells are kind of self-explanatory. If they're not creatures, they're not items, they're spells. They do damage, or they do buffs, or they're just any kind of tools to help you that aren't creatures or relics, really. So those are the 3 main types of cards in the game. Alright, that is going to be it for part 2. We covered the god powers, we covered the bottom right hand side of the board, and then we also covered the 3 different card types. We'll see which direction we go for the next video, but until then, you guys take it easy.